Eczema is kind of a complicated topic because it's the eczema that people get superficially, and it works when you use a vino bath or Gold Bond, and then it kind of goes away. But then there's the kind of eczema that there's a root issue with that, and it's a chronic condition, and that is candida overgrowth. So how do you know that you have eczema that's associated with candida overgrowth? You kind of have to look at the history of your life. So when I first got eczema, it was a different kind of eczema because it was the kind that didn't seem to go away no matter what I did. My skin just kept getting itchy, and it got progressively worse and worse, and then it just blew up all over my face and my body. And one of the first signs is that you start to freak out and you start to panic. And when I was going through this, I looked up what foods could I eat. I tried to use my nursing brain, and I tied in, okay, I need to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. It's probably because of this winter season, etc., etc. So I looked up alkaline diets, so I went super alkaline, and then it didn't work, and then I started getting really obsessed and very controlling with my food. And I didn't even know that my eczema was tied to candida overgrowth, and I found out through allergy testing, and then I kind of tied it all together, and I wanted to make this video because there is a trajectory of how eczema has come to be, and it's through years of actually having candida. And the candida might not even be obvious because candida is a naturally occurring bacteria in our bodies, but when it's overgrown, we start to have problems that show up on our skin. And I first got diagnosed with candida when I had a pap smear when I was 18 years old, and then when I was 21 I was diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, and then the years kept going, and then at about 26 years old I got candida overgrowth and eczema. And so it goes through, it's something that happens through time, and you wouldn't even really know what's the underlying cause of all of this. It's not the candida itself, and it's not because you ate sugar your whole life and gluten and carbs, because there's a lot of people who eat sugar and gluten and nothing goes on with them, or people who continue to eat dairy. There's nothing actually wrong with these foods, because if they're from healthy sources and the milk is organic and it's really good cheese, or it's like a fresh wheat, there's really nothing wrong with these foods because a lot of healthy people in Europe eat them. But the issue is the underlying stress and anxiety. It is the anxiety that has been screwing up our bodies. The anxiety puts your body in this chronic stress mode, or this sympathetic nervous system mode. And what happens is that when you have grown up in a stressful environment, where there was a lot of control, or there was a lack of emotional nurturing and safety that you needed, your body gets into this chronic state of stress, and everything you do is stressful, and it puts your body in this weird mode where you're always in not a rest and digest mode, you're in the fight or flight mode. And when you're chronically in that mode, you start to off balance everything else. So over time, when you have anxiety, you're going to have overgrowth of candida. And then what happens after is that you start showing up with these skin problems like eczema. So to really heal eczema and candida overgrowth, you have to heal the underlying stress, because if you don't heal the stress, and it's not just about relaxation, but literally releasing the stress from your body, because that stress that's lodged in your nervous system is interconnected with your digestive tract. And when it's been this conditioned stress response over time, you're never in like rest and digest mode automatically. You're in this chronic fight and flight mode. So your body isn't flowing properly. There is a lack of harmony that automatically is happening in your body. So that's how you heal candida and eczema, is that you have to heal this accumulated conditioned stress response that you've built over time. So how to heal eczema is to basically, it's a process, but not eczema, the anxiety in the body, it's a process. You have to basically uncondition and deprogram how your body has been conditioned through many years. So I made an online program. There's an anxiety portion in there, and it shows you how to kind of get out of your own way and to let the anxiety process and be regulated and released from your body. It is literally, it's like a feeling process, something that you have to step into and do, that you haven't been given the permission to growing up in the way that you grew up and how our society is brought up. So I hope that was helpful in understanding a little bit more of your roots of where anxiety comes from, or where eczema comes from, and how the root of that is, yes, it's candida, but how did that candida come to be? It's because of the anxiety that's been conditioned and lodged in your body. So I hope that gave you a little bit more clarity. My name is Tracy. If that was helpful, please like and subscribe, and check out my website in the link below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to connect with you soon. Bye for now.